Now, reports are emerging that a body has been discovered in a Tembisa retail store that was looted during the 2021 July Unrest. Tembisa Plaza caught fire, with some people still trapped inside the shops. The body was discovered during rebuilding operations at the shopping complex. eNCA's Heidi Giokos has more and joins us this morning. Good morning, Heidi. You know, honestly, this story is quite heartbreaking, but could most certainly bring closure for one family that has been unable to bury the remains of their loved one. Talk to us about these developments.
Yes, in fact, Mfundo, last year on the 12th of July, I actually did a live crossing with you where I spoke to a young lady who told me that she believes her mother's remains are still inside the shop right here at the Tembisa Plaza. I'm going to ask my colleague Tebogo to just show you. We have not been granted access, despite the fact that we were granted access last year. This time around, apparently the construction company needs to arrive on scene before any authorization can be given for anybody to move inside. But we received reports yesterday that the construction company had started moving in to rebuild the Tembisa Plaza to try and perhaps rebuild and start up this little shopping center again. But upon arrival, they of course established this ShopRite that was severely burnt during the July Unrest in 2021, and perhaps they discovered while they were trying to understand the damage of this, they discovered not just one but a number of bodies, apparently, according to what some reports are coming through. We do know of one family who lost their mother, and then we also got a chance to speak to a father and a husband today that told us that he lost his wife he thinks he lost his wife in this fire that broke out here at the ShopRite at the Tembisa Plaza, because he says he left for work, or he left the house, and when he got back, the children had told him that their mother had gone to the ShopRite at the Tembisa Plaza, and he says that it started getting late. She hadn't arrived home. He came and he looked for her, but there was just chaos and pandemonium. The next day, he went to the police stations, to the courts, to the mortuaries, and he still cannot understand where she is. And he believes that the likelihood of her being here, her remains being in here, are very high. I want us to listen to an emotional engagement that I had with him a short while ago.
Because usually I'm not feeling I get the boroka. Maybe Salabam kidnap somewhere still. So it's painful like an Ahanakan to you, because sometimes I know a Falabam which are where is my mind. So I get the work of more. Kalelula Maja Lelo Ragged. So, ish, I can fully. At least in Gabemukumana. Lengamukumana, Loro, Rovich. Len Naja de Lungeta Falamoi. Gets a boring. Musadiaka or Rovechim. Levana Vakabush, keep up on check. Wokim Mali now, or Rovechim Movanavak. So, Popelo Vakamuhano. Le Lord Pegasania Gor. Visual vessel vegan cherry. Get a candy on a phone. More especially the Salomon, so picky, but are 2 different regionally. So, Fage. The premises are Fage. So, an Antanga Gera or Rovage get out to him with him. Dreholanaco Hopala Mukuma, Gimulo Mohe, Motomo Lavana Bacabata. But that's to Pampuchi Shari, Mauka.
My goodness, Heidi, that gentleman was honestly broken and is broken. Their lives are standing still, his and that of his children.
Yes, Mfundo, I think it's really devastating, and it really speaks to the realities of what many are still facing. No closure, no understanding of what is to be expected. But we have been informed that police are most likely on their way, and perhaps pathologists will be coming through to get through the scene and try and understand the seriousness of this particular story, because you have families that are desperate for answers, desperate for closure. If you have a husband and a father that's telling you, I don't know where my wife is, I don't know if she's even in here, but I do believe that she's in here, surely there should be some kind of intervention and urgency from government, whether it's the police or pathologist or whoever it might be. I think what's important to also highlight here is the fact that you have a structure, and maybe I can just move out of shot again, a structure that's literally falling apart. When we were in here last year, we were actually able to get a better view of what it looks like. There is nothing left inside that ShopRite. It's completely burnt to the ground, and we do know that there are some kind of structural concerns and risks, and this is why they need to make sure that they assess the building properly. It's not just the ShopRite that burnt, but there are also a number of other shops nearby that burnt as well. Apparently there was an explosion that happened. I'm not sure if it was gas or what it was, but the fire was quite serious, and those that were inside were unable to actually get out. So we're going to have to get authorities to intervene urgently, because families just want closure. The young lady that we spoke to last year has indicated that she's willing to speak to us again. She is on her way, and she said to us that last year in December they had to go all the way back home and have some kind of ritual or funeral for their mother, but with no remains, because they still don't understand what happened. They don't know what's inside, and they've been trying to get answers from authorities.